Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. In this video today I'll be teaching you how to create text reflection in CSS. So basically we just created a span right here, we just called it reflection, and I just applied some basic CSS styles to it like font weight, font size, and maybe some positioning and font family. And I just positioned it right in the center of my page, and as you can see here, here's our reflection. It actually looks quite realistic, so let's get right into the video so I can actually start teaching you. So I'm going to get rid of all this so that I can actually show you from scratch how I created that. Basically, we'll just create a span, call it reflection, make sure all the letters are capitalized if you want to. And then we can go to our style tags, and then I'll just style my browser and give it a background color of black. And now our text will disappear because it's hidden behind our background, which is black also, which will change the color of it in a minute. And now we can give our font family Roboto Sans Serif, and we can do position absolute, top 50%, which will move it down 50%, and then left 50%, which will move it left 50%, but it's not quite in the center. It's being offsetted by maybe 200 pixels or so instead of being somewhere in this region, it's somewhere over here. So we can fix that by doing transform, translate, make sure I spell that correctly, translate negative 50%, which is our X value, and then negative 50%, which is our Y value. And of course nothing shows up yet because I haven't changed its color to be white, but we'll do that in a minute. And then we can make its font size really big so we can see it nice and clear, make it 14 rem. So that's going to be equivalent to 224 pixels because 1 rem is 16 pixels. And we can set its color to be white, and now we should see it. Yep, it's right here. And as you can see, our text is kind of thin, so we can give it a font weight of bold so that it's a little bolder, and now it's much easier to read. And if you want to, this is just an additional property. I'm going to do letter spacing 2 pixels so that they're 2 pixels spaced out from each other. And this is where the real magic comes into play. So we have to give our span a pseudo element by typing colon before or after, it doesn't really matter. And we have to give its content reflection. And now, as you can see, it's coming right before our actual reflection span itself. So this right here is our span that we started with. And this from over here to the letter N, that's our pseudo element that we created, which is completely identical to our span, except it's not what we created, it's just a pseudo element. And we can do transform origin bottom so that we can translate it down to the bottom, because what kind of reflection reflects upward? It goes downwards, it doesn't go up. That would just be weird. And we can do transform rotate X, 180 degrees, which will just flip it completely, but obviously it hasn't flipped itself yet because we have to do position absolute. And now that should do the job. And as you can see, we have created our reflection, but it's not looking that realistic because it's bold and there's too much gap in between these two words, so let's fix that as well. So we can do opacity 0.4 so that it's not solid, completely solid. Now as you can see, it's sort of a light gray. It's basically white with an opacity of 40%. And we can do bottom 28 pixels, which will move it 28 pixels away from the bottom. And then we can do background linear gradient, 0 degrees, hashtag FFF, that's just white, and then do 0. Transparent, not transform, transparent 80%. And we can do dash WebKit dash background clip text. So we're going to clip our text, which means we're going to get rid of the background. As you can see now, it's gone, but it's not completely gone. It's right behind our text, but you can't see it because it's behind our text. We can make our text color to be transparent, and this is how we create this cool looking reflection effect where the bottom is sort of a little darker than the top. That just makes it look more realistic looking. So yeah guys, I hope you guys learned something new from this video. If you did, please help grow my channel and by subscribing and dropping a like. If you have any questions, comments, or any feedbacks, let me know in the comments below and I'll get to you as soon as possible. Thanks for watching and have a good day.